Fellow hobbyists, collectors, and preheads alike, I want to welcome you back to my channel. Now, if you're new here, I'm your host, Glennon Taylor, and this is Predator Collectibles, where we dive into everything from action figures, comic book statues, prop replicas. And on today's video, I'm going to be doing a reaction video to the brand new Predator Badlands trailer. I haven't seen it because I work 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. Finally been able to slow down. I've been trying to stay off the internet as long as I possibly can by reacting to this 100% genuinely to my first reactions to the trailer. I'm super pumped. I already know that Killer of Killers trailer has already been released. I didn't do a video on that one just because I know that movie in of itself is animated. It covers a huge broad spectrum of timelines with Vikings, Japanese samurais. It was just too much to try to delve into and try to break down because it was only, again, a very short trailer. This one, on the other hand, has one particular story, 1 minute and 12 seconds long of the trailer itself. So I'm very excited. Let's go ahead and dive into what I believe might very well be a very well breakdown of what is going to be a new Alien vs. Predator anthology story. Alright, so I'm all set up. I'm ready to watch this thing. I even got my cup of choice. Loving that a lot. It's just grape juice. But I'm really to enjoy this thing. I hope you're going to enjoy it with me. Let's do this. Ooh, a nice trophy wall.
I didn't think you survived.
November 7th. Marking that on my calendar. Dan Trachtenberg, nice. Ooh, weapons. No way. I saw her eyes. I love the Viking soundtrack. So there's an elder predator.
You're
Definitely
hunting
singing in
something
IMAX.
that can't be killed.
Whoa, he looks different. Oh, Predator Badlands. Alright, so let's unpack this. So, the very first thing I noticed in the trailer is everyone... I did see some comments, but I was just wanting to make sure that I wasn't going to spoil anything. So, at the very beginning of the trailer, I couldn't help but notice the trophy wall. There was a lot of skulls, T-Rex being one of them. I hinted or saw someone mention the Independence Day aliens. Based upon what I'm currently looking at, and I'm showing you this snapshot, is more of a harvester alien. And I don't know if they're all harvester aliens from Independence Day, but this particular alien resembles more like the Steven Spielberg 2005 film War of the Worlds, based on his crest and everything that I'm currently matching with what is a model kit that you can buy and paint of your own achieve. But I actually think that this is much more relevant to the War of the Worlds and not Independence Day. It's up to speculation. I'm not the director. I can't even identify all the skulls, either that are true to another movie or not. I do see there's a gorilla type of skull. That is most definite based upon the prominent jawline and the skull. That is kind of interesting. I've seen people say there was an engineer in there. Again, I'm not gonna say yes or no or confirm any of these skulls until we actually watch the movie, which I'm definitely gonna do on November 7th. But I'm speculating that this is definitely not an Independence Day alien, more so War of the Worlds. What I also liked very much was the Elder. The Elder Predator, to me, hands down, was way more, to me, just extravagant in his looks. I love the antlers on the bio helmet and the way that his armor just lit up in certain places. Did see comments where everyone was throwing up the clan leader from NECA, and I just don't think that's even possible. I do think the design is very similar to the Predator in the comic book adaptation of Predator versus Black Panther, and I'm showing you a clip, or snapshot, sorry, of both of them together on how resemblance they look in coordination to their armor. I'm not saying that this particular Elder is the Predator from that comic book. I just think that in similarities, it's a cool, perhaps, reference from a comic book like Predator vs. Black Panther to the Elder in this movie. I hope that's a comic book reference, but again, I won't know until we all watch the movie together on November 7th. The other thing that I really liked was Ella Fanning's character and the way that her eyes turn into the Weyland-Yutani logo, which is why I figured it was very appropriate to wear my shirt, because it's also Alien vs. Predator as well. But it reminds me of the 2010 video game from both Rebellion and Sega, where if you're playing a Predator campaign and you actually happen to kill one of the androids in the lab part of your story part of the Predator campaign, as I'm referring to, that you actually get to see the Weyland-Yutani logo and the android's eyes in the 2010 video game. And I think that's really cool that they also kind of reference that in her character as being a synthetic android when you see the Weyland-Yutani logo in her eyes. That most definitively tells me that if they use Weyland-Yutani in any way, shape, or form in this movie, that there is going to be a build-up to an Alien vs. Predator anthology film combining the stories of perhaps Alien Romulus, Predator Badlands, and leading up to an AVP film together. That actually I think would be kind of cool, due to the fact that Dark Horse Comics did the exact same thing with Prometheus, Alien vs. Predator, Predator and Aliens, and the Fire and Stone arc, as well as the Life and Death arc. So I hope that's something that Dan Trachtenberg is going to do in collaboration with perhaps another director. If Dark Horse can do it successfully, I am willing to think that Dan Trachtenberg is on track to doing that as well, if Disney allows him to do the full reins. I think that there is trust involved with his success with Prey, and I really think this movie will probably be way up there with Prey as well, just because of his success in movies and with the characters that he can tell in a storyline. I think he's a well-rounded storyteller, and I can't wait to see this character, Predator, as a youth, young, and I know that's a lot of people's gripe right now, just based on how he looks. That part I couldn't ignore. A lot of people were blowing it up, that he doesn't look like a Predator. I'm going to say, well, he's young, he's a juvenile, and his features may very well change as he gets older, and I'm really hoping that we see much more of a character development in Deck, I think is his name. So if this Predator is young, and we all know in Yaucha lore that Predators can live for 500, possibly even almost 1,000 years, depending upon their age, their everything in their environments. And if Deck is this young, he will change his looks, his crown will develop, and everything about him will develop into a fully blooded Yaucha, and I can't wait for that to happen. But what I want from you is to leave me down in a comment of what you think of this trailer. Was there anything that you've noticed? And if there's perhaps anything we can develop as a dialogue regarding this trailer of what you may think, disagree with, that's what we're here on this channel is to discuss. Anything about future Predator memorabilia from this movie, and anything else Predator related. So I can't wait to see you in the theaters November 7th. I'm definitely going to see it with my family. And until I see you on the next video for Free Comic Book Day, happy hunting.